Hey, it is June 5th, 2019, Wednesday, and I'm going to my first student film premiere of the year. At the end of every school year, Northwestern puts on a bunch of premieres of student films that student directors have been working on for most of the school year. The premiere I'm going to is the MFA premiere, Master of Fine Arts. All the scripts were written by students who are in the Masters of Fine Arts writing program here. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of breath because I'm late. But anyways, there are 4 films that are going to be on this premiere, and I scored 2 of them. One of them I collaborated with another composer. Unfortunately, he can't make it tonight, but I'm really excited to see the way the film turns out. So I took cast and crew photos for both of the films that I participated in, but I could only find the photos for one of them. This was one of the only films that I've scored where I've interacted with one of the leads before the premiere. The reason I got to work with one of the leads for this film is because I wrote songs with lyrics for the opening of the film and the credits, and the director and I decided that it would be great to have one of the leads singing. It makes sense with the plot, and the lead actress also happened to have a lot of formal musical training. The second assistant director for this film was also the writer and director of the other film I scored on this premiere, so that's one person that you get to see from the other film. And I am so sorry to the other people in this photo. I couldn't figure out what role they played exactly, so they are miscellaneous crew members. Okay, so the premiere just ended, and that was such a crazy experience. So it was so weird seeing all the actors in real life, the actors whose faces I've been staring at for hours and hours. I just got back from the premieres, and they were so much fun. As a composer, you are one of the last people to touch the film, and so because of that, I was really considering not going because I felt like I had already seen the film so many times and I already knew what it was going to be like. But the people who can edit the film after you are the sound designer and the editor. Usually the editor is just doing the credits once you're finished with the music, and the sound designer and editor have so much control, and I'm really glad that I saw these final films at the premieres because there were things that were different than how I left them, and I think it worked really well. Also, it's so interesting watching your film with an audience because after you've been working on a film for so long, you become desensitized to it and you start to lose a sense of what the emotional scope of the film is, just because when you're composing you end up watching it so many times, and when you're watching it with an audience who's never seen it before, you get to hear their reaction, and so it was really satisfying to hear where people were laughing. The 50th time you watch any film, you're not gonna find any of it funny or thrilling or exciting. It will just be boring to you, but other people will react to it. It was kind of jarring, honestly, to hear people reacting throughout the films. So one of the films that I scored was a thriller, drama, romance film, and the other one was also a thriller film, but it took place at a comedy club, and there were a lot of scenes with stand-up comedy, and so it was really satisfying to hear people laughing in the right moments, especially because I had kind of forgotten where the funny moments were. Yeah, so I'm really glad I went, even though I am slammed with finals. I have exams this week and next week, and I didn't really have time to go to this premiere, but I went anyways, and I think that was a good decision. I have 2 more premieres this week. One premiere is for films that received MAG grants. I honestly don't remember what MAG stands for, and so that premiere is tomorrow, Thursday night. I only have one film on that premiere, but there are also several other films that received MAG grants that will be premiering tomorrow. And then on Friday, that is the senior directing premiere, and 2 of the 11 films that will be on that premiere were films that I scored. And so I'm definitely going to that one because they will have a red carpet and there will be lots of photos. And I'm really proud of those films. I put a lot of time and effort into those, and I think they turned out really well. But like I said earlier, we don't know what the sound designer has done. I don't know if the director decided to cut all the music that I put in, which sometimes happens. Last year, I had 2 student films that premiered in June, and I went to the premiere for one of them and was very surprised to see that the director had taken out some of the music, which was fine because I have all the music saved on my laptop, so I can show my friends the version that I like. No, that's a joke. I actually think it worked well the way the director ended up editing the film that I did last year. But anyways, I'm still not sure if I'm going to go to the MAG premiere tomorrow because I only have one film on that one and I didn't put that much effort into that film. That film also did not require a lot of music. It was very dialogue driven, but the films on Friday I spent a lot of time on very music heavy. There are a lot of scenes with no dialogue, and it is very important for the composer to guide the audience through the emotions. I think that's all I have to say for now. I'll catch you at the next premiere. I just got back from the premieres and I'm really happy right now. They were so much fun, and I also got to see a lot of other great films that I didn't work on, but I knew a lot of people who had worked on them, and so it was fun to see everyone's hard work come together. The last several weeks have been extremely stressful. I feel like for all of my films, I ended up scoring at least 3 times the amount of music that they used because I just kept tweaking it, and so I put a lot of effort into it, and it was just very stressful, but it was very rewarding also. So as I was walking back, I realized that the sound quality and lighting was really bad, so I'm just gonna recap what I said. The premieres went really well. It's Friday, by the way. I didn't go to the premiere that I had on Thursday. I was just too busy with exams. I had a conducting final today, and then I have 3 exams next week that I am woefully unprepared for. So this is going to be a busy weekend, but I'm really happy that I went to the senior directing premiere. All the students who directed films on this premiere are in a class. I think it's like the senior directing class, and so they spend the entire year working on these films, so they're very high quality. I think everyone just put a lot of time and effort into the films, and it was really fun to see everyone's hard work pay off. And if you are interested in seeing the films that I worked on, I unfortunately cannot share them yet. None of the films can be public until after they have been submitted to festivals. It's just a rule with film festivals, and I think all of the directors for the 5 films that I scored this quarter are planning on submitting their films. But after, I will post them somewhere so you can see what a student film looks like. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about RTVF or film or anything like that at Northwestern, hit me up in the comments and like this video and subscribe. Bye.